Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the next 10 days and we're in May 2021. So whenever you click into this reading, it could resonate for you. It doesn't matter what the date is or the time or anything like that. If you happen to be attracted to the title, perfect, you're in the right place. So this is going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Also, if this doesn't resonate, guys, please check out those other placements. It's not going to resonate for every Scorpio. Okay, so we're going to get into your current energies. We're going to see what Spirit has for you, and then we're going to see about the next 3 to 6 months. I like to do that kind of once a month and see what's going forward. Then we're going to check into whoever it is that's on your mind. So stick with me till after the main spread and we'll check into their energy. And then we're going to check into your energy and we'll close it out with the wisdom of the oracle. Okay, so this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What's going on with Scorpio? If you've been with me before, I do like to get a message before. And I had just a little bit of sniffles. That could be for one person. Maybe your allergies are acting up or something of the sort. So there might be something in this message for you. Okay, so we have the World in reverse. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse. And then as soon as we get to what Spirit wants you to know, we've got the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So this is definitely talking about walking away from something. I'm going to pick up on the energy and see how this all comes together. So right now, I feel like there might be some confusion about how to move forward. That's the first message I heard was you could have a lot of options about where you want to go, what you want to do. Maybe all of a sudden, all these job opportunities have opened up to you. It could be that now that you have worked your way out of a relationship, or now that you're trying to energetically detach from something that was in your past, all of a sudden all these options come up. It's actually really beautiful energy. I don't feel the negativity that I think sometimes people pick up from this card. I'll pick up whatever energy I get in that moment. And right now, this just feels like kind of going in a lot of different directions. I feel you're going to be spending a lot of time with friends. Then you're going to be really excited about something new at work. And then all of a sudden, all these people pop up and they're interested. It's like you have a lot of different choices all of a sudden that maybe for a while you may have felt like you didn't have. That's really beautiful. So let's see what's going on in your current energy. So we have the World in reverse. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Wands. This just tells me that you're not putting any more energy into things that weren't working. The cycle's just about to close out is what I feel like. We've talked about this in your last couple of readings. There was a lot going on, a lot of frustration, and maybe this blends into those readings. So if you haven't seen those, you might want to go back and check out my past readings because they've kind of followed through. It's like a story. This could be picking up on other Scorpio's energies too as well because I know I've got a lot of new subscribers. Oh, by the way, welcome. So this could be that you're just at the tip of finishing out this cycle and not really wanting to put your energy into anything new, even the smallest bit, because you just want to spend this time to heal. But I feel like they almost want me to turn it right side up and say, what's going to happen once you finish up this energy and close out this cycle is all these brand new things. And you're going to be super passionate about all these new things that come in, especially like I was talking about with the Seven of Cups, because then we have the King of Wands behind that, which is amazing because that says to me that the process of healing is working. And as these cycles start to close out, you're going to feel much more confident moving into new things in your life, where before it may have felt like you couldn't see the forest for the trees. There was almost like they said no way out. Like you felt like you had no way out. And now all of a sudden, everything's starting to feel fresh and new and exciting. Maybe for the first time in a really long time. And then we have the Queen of Cups, which is even more beautiful because that tells me that male or female, that you've been doing the work and you're starting to learn how to nurture yourself and realize that you've got to give yourself that love first before you can give it out. A lot of passion. I just feel a lot of passion. Tired of fighting, tired of, whether there was a lot of competition in the workplace is what I picked up because I saw the Five of Swords really quickly. Whatever it was, maybe there was a partner that you had that made you feel like you had to constantly compete for their attention. If that were the case, it feels like that's the cycle that I'm sensing is closing out. And you're the one who's going to have lots of options. Okay, so let's get into what Spirit wants you to know. I believe they're saying that you're making the right move. If you're walking away from something that wasn't feeding you emotionally, mentally, or it was draining you financially in any way, they're saying that's the right move. And right now, the focus is on finding your stability again. So the Queen of Pentacles is definitely about focusing on work, wanting to make sure that she has her bank account full. She's feeling secure in her job. She wants to know that she can take care of herself, again, male or female, so that when something comes along or a relationship is there, that she's stable and independent. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. These are those things that I think you're exhausted with. The things that you put so much energy into that didn't seem like they were growing. In reverse, I'd say that right now you're just not focused on the past anymore. In other words, you're not going to put your energy back into things that didn't work or go anywhere. Specifically that, because I feel like now that your eyes are starting to open to what the possibilities are, especially with all those options with the Seven of Cups, you're like, there's no sense. Why would I do that? Why would I put my energy, my money, my heart into things that just aren't going anywhere or feel like they've come to a halt? In other words, maybe it had worked out for a long period of time and then all of a sudden something shifted and then it just stopped working. Maybe one of you was growing spiritually and the other wasn't. That seems to be happening a lot in relationships. So I do feel like this was a marriage that you walked away from because the World in reverse and then the Five of Pentacles and then the Hierophant across the top row. So if you weren't in a marriage, then you may have been in a very committed long-term relationship and you felt the need to walk away from that. It could also be that the person you were with wasn't willing to commit. And maybe that's something you desire because you want to settle down. Remember, there's going to be a lot of people listening to this, so there's going to be different messages for different people. That's probably for a few people. Maybe that's the cycle that you want to close out because you really want to move forward and have a family. And if somebody's not willing to commit, then it's time to walk away. And that's the message that Spirit is sending to you. You've got to walk away from these old patterns and old cycles in order to move towards someone who's going to commit. And also, I feel like this has to do with the spirituality again. I want to bring that up. They just keep harping on it. In the next 3 to 6 months, you could meet the person that you're supposed to marry because that's what this row is about. So that's walking away from old patterns and cycles towards something that you really, truly want. And then we have Temperance. Right now, you may be a little impatient, and that's okay. In the next 3 to 6 months, a lot's going to be happening. This is kind of the wounded warrior, like recognizing all the things you've been through. It's almost like badges, but you're standing there victorious, saying, I've gotten through all of this mud and crud and you know what, to get to where I am. Now I just want to move on with things. Now that I've gotten past all of that hurt and pain, and I'm finally closing out these cycles, I really just want to move forward. And that's what they want you to recognize, that the more you work on your spirituality, the more things are going to come to you, but they want you to be patient. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify the World in reverse with the Page of Pentacles and see what else we can get from that. So for the ones who are really looking for a partner to settle down with, you're definitely going to meet somebody within the next 3 to 6 months. I'm typically not too keen on being the timing psychic, but I definitely sense that if that's what you want, then that's what's going to come towards you. Okay, so now we have the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Wands, and then on the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Pentacles, wanting to put energy into things that are going to grow. And the Queen of Wands is very clear, passionate, beautiful. So this is a lot about taking care of your aesthetics. Maybe you're working out again. Maybe the things that you didn't have time and energy for before, now you're putting your energy back into yourself. And maybe your exterior is what you want to focus on. This could be about dieting or just really taking care of that physical aspect of yourself, not for superficial reasons, just because it makes you feel good. You know, for a male or female, both can go get, manicures and pedicures, whatever it takes to make you feel good. Those luxurious baths or sitting in the jacuzzi, whatever it is for you. And then the 10 of Wands is about laying down these burdens because it's just been too much. And that's recognizing that once this cycle closes out, that's what you're going to lay down. No more focusing on the things that have disappointed you as you start to put more energy into the focus of self-care and the things that matter to you most that maybe you had neglected for a period of time. This is saying that as you start to lay those down, you're going to free up your energy to focus more on those types of things. And that's going to attract the right type of person. If you've just come out of a marriage or a long-term relationship, the idea is that we want to focus on ourselves so we feel the best that we can feel. And then you put energy into things that really matter to you and watch them grow. If this is a new job, you're going to be super passionate about this new job, and you're just going to watch it grow and grow and grow. They just brought up either YouTube, maybe you're a reader, or there's something that you're super passionate about that you're taking your time with. They want you to be patient because in the next 3 to 6 months, it's going to grow. A lot bigger than I think you expected. I just got goosebumps, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. In the upright, which is also about self-care. So this is a huge message for you. This is all about really taking care of yourself and allowing those things that are meant to grow. They just talked about hurdles. So you've really come over a lot of hurdles, whether that be just recently or in your life in general. And now it's time to focus on the things that make you feel really good about who you are. Okay, so we've got the King of Swords in reverse and the Emperor. Okay, so immediately, Ace of Wands. This is perfect because Spirit wants you to know that this new passionate beginning, all those things that you're putting your energy into are going to happen. This is all about new beginnings and passionate, really fiery, passionate ones. So they just said to mention the signs. So you could be dealing with an Aries. We also have Sagittarius, so we've got 2 of the fire. I also see, what else do I feel? I feel Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, and maybe Capricorn is what I'm feeling. We'll see what else comes out with your person's energy. We could be dealing with water as well with the 7 of Cups. Okay, so with the King of Swords in reverse and then the Emperor card, this is what you're coming away from. You're coming away from anyone who's cutthroat, who doesn't speak to you respectfully, someone who's not necessarily in their, I don't want to say in their power, but someone who just is sort of, the King of Swords can be great. It depends on the energy you pick up on in which reading. And this one, I'm just picking up that this person was probably male or female, someone who either liked to argue, liked to win, is what I heard. And that's the energy you're moving away from. And the Emperor is what you're moving into, male or female. So this is a brand new energy that's going to be coming towards you once you close out the cycle with this other situation, even if it's just a past person that you had difficulty getting over. If you're in a current relationship, it looks like the person that you're with is building up to the person that you're going to end up marrying. So if you're just looking to see, we'll get their feelings after we finish this out. This is a long reading. They had a lot to say to you today. Okay, now we have Death. This is absolutely perfect. I just can't make this up. In the next 3 to 6 months, the World card is now in the upright. Scorpio, this is amazing. So this means that you're closing out those cycles. This is a brand new world, a brand new life, brand new everything. It's like a brand new you. We've got Death in reverse and the Magician in reverse. Couldn't be more perfect. In the next 3 to 6 months, that's your energy. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. This is saying that you've gone through the rebirth. You've done all the changing. You've done the spiritual work. You've done everything. You manifested that new beginning for yourself. And with the Magician in reverse, I get two different energies from the Magician. If you've been with me before, you know I've said that. Sometimes that can be about you manifesting amazing things in your life. And it could also be about somebody who had manipulative behavior. And there could have been lots of people. They're bringing up family, friends. Maybe you just completely walked away from a whole circle of friends that just were toxic for you. Maybe there's something about your life that you felt you needed to change, and those people really weren't supporting it. They were actually making it worse. So if that's for you, that's a clear message that once you've gone through this, you'll see in the next 3 to 6 months, it was worth going through the transformation, because it's going to bring you much better things, the happiness that you really are looking for, the fulfillment that you're looking for. It's going to open up new doors as well once you close out that cycle and you've gone through that rebirth. Okay, so let me go ahead and pick these up. While I do that, please do think about, give me the energy. And yes, I can pick it up prior to the reading because I tend to know who's going to be watching. My energy will pick up on who's going to click into the video. So it may not resonate for all of you, but hopefully I'll get you some messages from the person that you're thinking about. Let's see. So this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Tell me how their person is feeling about them. How's their person, whoever's on their mind, feeling about them? Okay. Well, let me get into that in 1 second. I'm going to lay your energy out. So right now it seems like this person might be getting over some things in the past that were really hurtful, where they didn't feel like things may have been balanced in either your relationship or a relationship of theirs from the past. So they may be having difficulty getting over that. And right now they're super focused on working on themselves. They're a little bit out of balance. The relationship itself could feel out of balance. So this is going to be for people who are thinking about somebody from the past in a current relationship. This isn't about a future person. Okay, we already talked about that future person in the spread. So this is feeling imbalanced, both of you actually right now. So your person is coming out of a place of feeling down and depressed and really just wants to talk about where things were imbalanced, but also that they need time to focus on themselves. There's some possible insecurities that they have surrounding this relationship, and it's really hard for them to make a decision. I think they love and care about you quite a bit, but what I'm sensing is it's really hard for them to find balance right now because they want to focus on creating more stability in their life. So it makes them sad if they've walked away or you walked away. It's difficult for them, but they know they need to work on themselves in order to make this relationship more balanced. Right now, your energy is the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Wands. I feel like you don't really want to discuss the same things over and over and over again. It feels like there was probably quite a few fights about where things were imbalanced and you weren't happy. This could be not wanting to hear the messages. This could be, just ignoring and blocking someone because you're tired of it. It's like, if you're not going to bring me what it is that I want, and these conversations are going to constantly be about arguments, then I'm just going to move on. This is being really confident that you know who you are. The Queen of Wands is very passionate about her life and the things that matter to her. And she knows. She's sitting on her throne with her beautiful little black cat. If you have a black cat, shout out to you. She's very much about looking away from these types of energies. I just feel like right now you're sort of shut off. You could be in a physical relationship with this person and be shut down. Like, you could just be flat out ignoring them because every time you open your mouth, you're going to have an argument. Like, how exhausting is that, right? So that's what I'm sensing. Again, this isn't going to be for everybody. I do feel like if you take the time, once you're ready to open up, there's a possibility that the two of you could work this out. It definitely could be somebody from your past who's super depressed, who's just not ready. They're working on their independence. And right now, I don't think you're open to them coming back either. So I'd say no. I just think it would turn out the same as it has maybe in the past where there's arguments. So we've okay, keep an open mind, love yourself first in attraction. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. That's what I was saying. This person's more focused on finding their independence and their security and want to make sure that they have that before they start to try to work on this. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, and then attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So this is going to be for a couple people. Take what resonates, toss the rest. Keep an open mind, because if this is somebody you really love and care about, as long as you take the time to really love on yourself, like we were talking about, really focusing on things that are going to make you feel good, that's when the energy starts to balance out. And if that person is doing the work and they come back, then I'd say yes, there's a good possibility that things could work out. There's definitely attraction between the two of you. Obviously, if you're in a current relationship and you guys are just in like a bad spot, there's so much attraction that, you know, it's just about putting energy into you and letting things balance out as well. All right, who's coughing? I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Hold on. Okay. So the last thing we're going to get to close this out, because that came out of nowhere. The wisdom of the oracle. Sorry, guys, to cough in your ear. And we have new life, just like I said in your reading, message in a bottle, and imagine. So this is all about this brand new life. Everything's just opening up, and it's going to feel so completely different as soon as this cycle closes out for you. I think the next 3 to 6 months of your life are going to, I think you're going to, they just said fairy tale. I feel like you're going to feel like you're living in a fairy tale. And yes, men, you can also feel that way. Just because it has that kind of feminine energy doesn't mean it isn't possible for all of us to feel like we live in a fairy tale. I think it's beautiful, beautiful energy. Look how happy she is. Remember, I talked about bathing and just everything feeling really good and fresh and new. And then message in a bottle. If you are dealing with somebody that you're not with and you're hoping to hear from them, there's a good possibility that they may come back. This could also just be a loved one that you haven't talked to in a really long time. Just want to throw that out there because I feel like that. This also reduces to a 6. So it's a little bit about maybe reconciliation with people that, you know, there could have been a falling out, and they may come back in and tell you that they really want to try to work things out. And then imagine. So this to me is about the present energy. Really focus on imagining what's possible for your life. And know that anything that you imagine can come true. Nothing is impossible. So you guys, that was an absolutely beautiful reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you guys. If so, please do like and comment and subscribe. I'd love to have you here. And that way, if you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified every time I upload a video for you guys. Also, if you would like a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. Guys, I hope you have a beautiful next 10 days. Your next 3 to 6 months look amazing. I love you guys to bits, and I will see you. Just got a 333 confirmation. And I'll see you in your next video. Take care.